So good. So flawless.
God, thanks.
Of course. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here tonight. And we want to take a quick second to introduce my co-producer, the man switching the show, Patrick W. Huber. Welcome to the program, Pat.
Oh, I made it. I am here and happy to, be on the show and enjoying Tiny Blue Ghost, who, didn't make a ghost of me. They made me a fan. So,
yeah,
great
Good
stuff
one.
for sure.
Thanks for not ghosting us.
Hey.
Oh, we could never. And we do want to take a moment to also not ghost the audience, the incredible viewers at home who are watching the program. Thank you all so much for being here.
Hey.
We really appreciate
Hi,
that.
all the moms.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Hudson. Hi, Daisy. And nobody else.
Thank you guys so much for being here, and you're in the right place. We still have plenty left of the show for you this evening. So without further ado, Pat, I know you've been probably dying to ask the band some questions. I very happily get to hog the whole first interview, so I'm going to hand it over to you to start this next segment off here.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it short and simple for my first question and just say, it could be one of the songs that we've already heard or one that's coming up or one that you have yet to share with the world. But if no one has listened to your band, what is like the song that you're going to hang your hat to and basically say, this is the one you got to listen to?
Good question.
Ooh.
I would say Stone Balloon probably for me. In terms of like performance and writing and like the mixing and stuff.
There's a lot happening in that song.
I was
Yeah.
pretty happy with the way that one came out.
Yeah.
I'd say Mischief Machines because
Oh my God.
it sounds nothing like us.
It sounds nothing,
And if
no.
they like that, at least there's one thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say maybe Lavender, because it's kind of like thematically has a lot of different elements, but also no Stone Balloon. That's also a really good one.
I'd throw Sulk in there.
Yeah.
Because this is the song we just played, and it kind of got all the different elements. It's got the dream, it's got a little bit of the rock at the end, so I'd probably put Sulk up there.
I definitely hear the
Animal.
Dreamwave and Sulk.
Animal.
I hear them. I hear it in all the songs, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of.
I love my children equally.
Yes.
Yeah,
Listen
it's a
to
hard
all of our
question.
music.
It's a hard question, that's for sure. In Sulk, I do hear a lot of ambience, a lot of textural playing, but then there are also those moments where like Kyle and Christoph are playing that lead in unison, and it's very musical and intricate. So it's a really cool blend, I think, of everything that we will probably hear throughout the rest of this evening if we have not already heard small examples of it here or there. But yeah, the catalog's fantastic, and we'll certainly give you an opportunity to tell folks where to find that in a little bit. But before we do that, we just want to jump to another question here, keep things moving. And since you guys did say there was a lot of fans, friends, and family at home who are all very familiar with you watching, what is one thing that they might not know about the group's chemistry?
Oh no.
Not much.
They've seen it all.
They have. Yeah, we're just a bunch
Just a
of
lot of love here. You know?
silly gooses. Honestly.
Just some weird folks.
Yeah.
Very weird. Very weird. That's true.
Seemingly normal, but then it's like, oh.
Very cool and chill. That's
Yes.
what everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks we're not chill, but we're actually very
We're really
cool,
cool
and chill.
Totally relaxed, laid back.
It was
Totally.
actually a
Super.
big fear of ours. We were like, they're so cool and chill. Would they even come on our program?
Nah.
We tend to get a little nervous before we go live. But
We decide morning of if we're being chill or not that day.
Yeah.
okay.
It's like a wheel, that's like
Flip a
chill,
coin.
not chill.
Joey's
yeah.
got a chart by the side of his bed.
Yeah. We're like,
Okay.
all right, what are we choosing?
Yeah. Today was a chill day.
That's cool. I think it's fitting. It's working out. Pat, well, now that we know the band chose to be chill today, how does that make you feel?
Angry? No, that would be the total opposite.
Reverse effect.
Do you
no,
also
it
feel
makes me
chill
chill as
through
well.
us, like osmosis or something?
Pat, I was hoping it was going to make you ask a question from a filmmaker's perspective, but if you're angry, I'm always here to talk after the episode.
Anger is a film perspective.
Is it possible to be like chill angry? Like you're chill, but
Oh
also
yeah,
angry at the
that's
same time?
I've made I've
Joey's very
perfected that
familiar.
science.
It's Joey's bread and butter.
Yeah. Let's talk after the show.
In all seriousness, that's not my question. But basically, we were talking before the show, and some of you are definitely in the filmmaking arena and love to do a little video editing and stuff beyond that. And the question I have for you is like, let's talk about your music and how it plays into film, and where would it sit in terms of being on a soundtrack? Like, is there a particular movie that you say it would pair with, or would it kind of be on a cool genre that would basically you would enhance?
I feel like it could go either way. I feel like we could be in like a buddy comedy, and it's like
A good road comedy.
Yeah, like we could have the like hum playing, and the main characters are driving on like a scenic highway.
Windows down.
And it's just hey, so you think there's gonna be chicks at this party? I don't know, man. Kevin didn't tell me. I hope someone brings beer. But yeah, or it could be like, we could probably do like
Something dramatic, I feel.
yeah, soap opera.
Okay. I feel like you guys could soundtrack kind of like a modern, old school detective type movie where he's pulling out his walkie.
That'd be
and
sweet.
Yeah.
talking to himself,
yeah.
and the
Actually,
mystery
yeah.
just kind of solves itself and unfolds as you watch it.
Good jolly.
We
Under
do,
the tapestry of ambience and dreamwave.
We do have like a little bit of a sneaky thing going on, mostly thanks to Andy. Andy brings the sneakiness.
You're pretty sneaky.
I am sneaky.
Pretty sneaky.
If you saw me walking, you'd see me being sneaky.
You wouldn't see him actually because he's so sneaky.
He doesn't pick up his feet.
No, he just
Darndest
glides.
thing.
I either pick up my feet really high or I don't pick them up at all. Those are the two options here. So
Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about being sneaky,
Big
is there
shuffler
anything
from
you
way back.
guys maybe try to sneak into our performance right now, right, in the studio from your live set to carry over that raw energy? Of course, there's no audience in front of us. They're watching at home. But is there anything you guys try to subtly take from when you're out at a venue, let's say in Kingston or New Paltz, where you guys play often? Is there anything you're trying to bring here? Have you reapproached your performance at all for our show tonight? Let's talk about the sound we're hearing tonight versus what it is when you're out at a venue.
So we have this bit that we do that we end up playing a lot of shows on Saturdays, and a lot of times we're playing a show around 9 o'clock, and we do the intro to Piano Man because it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. But I realized I don't want to get you guys canceled off of YouTube for playing a cover, so we're not going to do that in tonight's performance. So that's one thing that we do. We
Copyright
did change
strike.
tonight. Yeah.
That is a really bad
Actually, that wouldn't
No
get us
idea what
canceled
that
off
Play
of
us a
YouTube.
tune, Steinway guy.
We would have to switch scenes real quick, but if you wanted to do that, Pat, would we? I mean, I do love Billy Joel.
I don't know. I think the
It'd definitely
biggest
be good for
difference is
us.
that we can all actually hear ourselves.
It's crazy.
But the energy, I feel like it's the
I
same,
replicate
no?
my venue environment in that I always have to pee regardless of where I am, so it helps my drumming move
This is
along
natural
a little bit.
habitat.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to let this Piano Man thing go. I don't know if you guys know this. Billy Joel is my favorite musician. So, Pat, why don't you switch
My
the scenes over
condolences.
and let's do a quick snippet of what we would get from them out at a venue. I think it is true to form of the question. I'd love to hear this. Pat, let us know when you're ready.
Yeah, let's get a preview. You are good to go.
So we really only do this for a few bars, and then everyone starts singing, and then it just kind of fades. I don't sing at all when they're doing this. This just happens, and then the crowd starts singing. I never sing it, 'cause I actually don't know the words beyond.
Yeah, that's the
it.
jazz fusion
Oh
version.
my
That's it,
God,
that's
that's amazing. That's
I
the
did
first
nothing.
crime we've ever had committed on our live stream because it's so
did it.
good. You just stole that moment from the annals of rock and roll history. That's amazing.
If
Wow.
my sister Kate is watching right now, that was for you, Kate. He's gonna be all right.
Shout out to Kate.
Billy's gonna be all right.
Yeah, no, for sure. Sending love and
just healed
prayers to
them.
Billy Joel right
We
now.
did just heal.
I guess it's 9:33 on a Saturday. So
Okay.
is this the sequel? Is my joke question? But let's talk about playing out at shows and evolving your sound. Is there any particular like moment, good or bad? It could be like a technical failure or just like have a bunch of fans, bum rush the stage. But is there a moment when, you're out and about playing your music that really, helped move the band forward or maybe was inspiration for a song or anything like that?
Crashing the van.
Let's not talk about that.
That's a
mean-
really good question.
I think back to one of the first shows we played as a 5-piece when it was outside of that house venue
Oh yeah,
in New
Toe
Paltz.
Jam.
No,
Oh, no,
no, no,
no,
no.
no,
It was
the-
pouring raining.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were all playing underneath this like makeshift tent.
Tent.
I wasn't under the tent.
And
I remember that. Yeah, I
It was
remember
like a
that.
mud pit.
And
mosh
people
pit.
were
Someone's
moshing
backyard.
and slipping in the mud and like sliding down the hill.
then like the
good show.
cops showed up.
And the cops showed up, and it was like it's one of those like memories. And there's great. We have like cool. What are they called?
Footage.
Footage.
Oh, Polaroids.
Polaroids
Yes.
from that night too, which is really cool. So
Yeah.
I think I'd put that up there as like, put it in our canon.
And also, I think that was like one of the first shows that we played, like coming slightly out of the pandemic, where everyone was like still practicing like safety protocols and whatnot. But it was just really validating to be playing live music after not having done it for almost 2 years, and then still seeing these kids at New Paltz just going twice as hard as they would have before in the mud, in the rain, with the cops on whatever on the street, and
On the fringe.
on the fringe of the lawn. No, and just like people are always just super receptive and very kind. But yeah, that's a good one.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Great answer. Thank you, guys. We're about to jump into another segment of music, but if you are joining us tonight, let us take a quick second to tell you about what it is we do here at our band show. So once a month, we go live with a local band from right here in the Hudson Valley. We broadcast them on our YouTube channel, and then we edit the sessions and put out videos weekly. We basically take some time to rework everything, kind of remaster it and recolor it, recorrect it, whatever we may need to do to even polish it further. So subscribe, turn on notifications, because Tiny Blue Ghost will be coming your way very soon. And while you're here, if you wanted to check out our amazing back catalog of past guests, they're all local bands from the Hudson Valley or the surrounding area, and we'd appreciate your support towards them. Now, with that said, let's support Tiny Blue Ghost by lending them our ears yet again this evening for another set of music, this time kicking it off with a song called Surrender. Take it away, guys.